And now a carry here for their fullback.
Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case, they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
They'll run on first down. Bush. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
What that sound like? Yeah, no, I don't hear him. Who the 4th person in here? Oh, I'm tripping.
Set hut, 90, Wolf, General, West.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Running right, here's Sanders. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Oh, he's all right now.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stand up. Check 26, check 26. He's coming.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first.
Room to run.
30 base. Alert 3, X3. 218, chop. Deuce. Hey, Jet.
On 2nd down now. It's Bush. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
This is Bush. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Exactly like flow.
They'll try to run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Bush. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
What about...
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Oh my God. Who told you that? Come on, JJ.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's the same play that transferred from Georgia to Georgia Tech.
Timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining
he
here
also
as we head
was
toward
committed to
halftime.
Florida.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
That boy got a coup. I think he could. Oh, what was that? I was that boy got a coup. I think he wanted, and now want to do it.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4 in the decision. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, you don't.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here I come. Mike Ford, you ain't going nowhere.
Yo, I know I went tripping.
Mike Ford. Check.
Mark, man.
Go. Mike Ford, Will. Just like that. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch twins.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot before break. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 24. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check pass, check pass. Alert flare, flare. Slam.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the pass.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Run, Calvin, run.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
Now a give, right side. Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, look at the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Leo, rock it.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now Sanders. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Your 18 Gator. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Let's go.
On 1st down, ball. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Peyton. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, lock it. Check it out.
Bush on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
There you go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out. We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Another run here with Sanders. And some room to work. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check. He's checking. Hard. Kill. Ready.
On first down, Peyton. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 23-yard run as his guys are back within a single score.
Here we go.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They run again with Harris and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. 80 weapon.
Hey, alert three. Check 3.
2.
On third down, here's Harris.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
It's now fourth down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
You gonna see me and your nightmare. No. Under 10. 10. Kill. Tighten up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
On the ready. Let's go.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play.
Yeah.